Here I am, finally getting around to another full commentary video, and this is a topic that's been in my mind for a long time. And just to be clear, what I present in this video is often to the best of my memories and posts I can find online. This video is not bashing anyone. I am not bashing any generations. I am not bashing any corporations or businesses. If you prefer old mall architecture or modern mall architecture, it's your opinion and I'm willing to respect it. So let's get right into the video. Hello everyone, this is Dragon Actual. Today's commentary video will dive into a memory shared by my generation, Generation Z, along with the Millennials, Boomers, Generation X's, and Traditionalists. Take a look at the many massive shopping malls you've been to. For a long time, many of these shopping malls around the late 1900s until around 2014, speaking from a personal and Canadian perspective, the malls I've been to, similar to some of the shopping malls in the United States of America, used to share Hallmark features on the inside and to the best of my memory. The first thing that comes to my mind, and my personal favorite, are the water fountains. They were often a feature I tend to come across whenever visiting shopping malls. It's something you could never miss because often they were placed in the middle of the mall, and other than the middle area, you could also locate them on the outside of mall entrances of businesses. For the water fountains that are usually massive and cover the middle of the mall, during those days they would be drained or covered temporarily for events such as concerts. The second feature that comes to mind is how colorful some of them used to be, with each having their own color schemes and design. Again, when it came to their interior design, and to some, it's true. There are those who feel there's more, for a lack of better word, more unique feeling when each mall has unique architecture of their own. But that's not to say they used to share similarities. I know the malls I went to used to have those food court seats that were attached to the ground and or tables. I also recall the presence of staircases, and depending on which mall we are talking about, some would contain stairs in zigzag formations going in between the first and second floors. They can be found in the center of the mall as well. Along with stairs, there are also ramps, again depending on the mall. Renovations have phased out ramps and stairs in favor for a more flat, simple surface. Then there's also the presence of trees and plants throughout the mall. Similar to the idea of water fountains, you can find presence of these plants situated at the center of the mall, but they are not limited to being spotted elsewhere throughout the establishment. Then there's another feature, the old mall railings. They used to look similar to fences, and to the best of my memory, they used to be made out of wood. But then again, this may depend on the mall you went to, and if there was something I witnessed on a personal level. There is a safety concern that children may get stuck if they were left unsupervised when playing near the railings, so I guess that would have been one of the reasons malls changed to glass railings. I personally prefer glass railings because it's not just safety concerns, but also they do well for photography. If you want to capture the first floor and or other floors, you have a clearer line of sight when taking photos, so there's less need to conduct photo editing afterwards. But what about the shopping experience? Considering this video goes into the topic regarding shopping malls that went through renovations to be more modern, were known to contain brands that were expensive, and as the renovations came along, so with the mention of expensive brands often dominating large malls today, this is one of the things I've noticed some do not like about modern shopping mall experiences. But if you were to ask me where do I stand on expensive brands being more or less all over the place, I have to be honest and say I am neutral on this question. If there's one thing I enjoy about modern shopping malls, I enjoy the fact you can locate videos of people doing walkarounds, showcasing all the businesses present and just about everywhere of the mall's interior. From a personal experience from what I've seen, if I was curious about what a large shopping mall used to look like, I often can only locate well-known areas or features of old shopping mall interior architecture on websites such as, but not limited to, Yelp, Reddit, and Facebook, which is different from what I mentioned earlier with walk-around videos. And I know some of you may ask, why is that the case? Well, I think it's due to the fact that back in the day, not just the late 1900s, but also the early 2000s, jokes aside, it's true, during those days, you wouldn't see people on their phones or documenting a walk around the entire mall like we see today. So, with all of that being said, if I was given the question, could you provide examples of some memories you have of the malls you went to? Okay. The Yorkdale Mall. The food court used to be on the second floor where Horan Food resides today. And another key thing to note, where the food court faces the Horan Foods mall entrance, above it, there used to be a water fountain there as well. Then there was an elevator that used to reside at modern-day Yorkdale's Southern F Parkade. The elevator reaches both the upper and lower parking levels. It had a glass surrounding each parking lot floor's entrance, and what surrounded the elevator itself was a staircase that reached both parking levels as well. Stepping out of the elevator, again from the best I can recall, today that's where it would be located, around the middle between the mall's Ray-Ban and Fido store. Other than Sears being one of the businesses that reside in the shopping mall, there was also a PJ's Pet store, and now that I mention it, I don't recall if there was an elevator, but again, when it came to the one at Yorkdale, what separates this PJ's Pet store, the actual store itself was located below, but don't worry, it's not a long walk. Then there's another water fountain I remembered. At the Bay's mall entrance, there was a water fountain, or was there a set of multiple water fountains? I don't remember. Moving on. Sherway Gardens, another shopping mall I enjoyed going to. For a long time, my personal favorite of the mall was the old food court that resides on the second floor, where the 3 tents rooftops are located. And what connected the food court was an elevator along with sets of stairs, and below those stairs was a water fountain, along with the Sporting Life store that used to have 2 floors at that location. And the store's second floor features an entrance to the food court. Here comes a feature I recalled that some of you may not remember. There was a Japanese-style bamboo water fountain, and to the best of my memory, I believe it would reside today where Sephora is located, but feel free to correct me if I am wrong. But when it came to Sherway Gardens today, yes, the number of water fountains have been reduced. If anything, I want to give credit to the water fountain system located in the middle of the mall. It was running for a long time, and as you can tell, it's a big enough area where events were hosted. Today, the last time I went to Sherway Gardens, the spots where the fountains are have plants. But here's another thing. I don't recall which side this booth was located that resided in this area. You could purchase lottery scratch cards and tickets, along with wheelchair rentals. Now, to talk about my favorite, the Eaton Center. This one also featured a water fountain in the middle. It's the last one of the water fountains of the Eaton Center as far as things go. That fountain resides in the middle isn't the only one. In fact, if you were to ask me, there were 2 others I can remember. Today, where the food court resides on the lower level. Upon walking to this escalator, on the bottom right, there was a water fountain that featured a massive diamond. To the best of my memory, I recalled the water flowed from a staircase-like design, and the diamond was held on a pillar. Unfortunately, I cannot recall how the diamond was positioned. It was either facing upright or at an angle. Then there was a miniature one located on screen here at this set of ramps, and again, unfortunately, I cannot locate any photos or clear videos of this water fountain, so please inform me if there's a photo of it out there. Moving on to the Markville Mall. This one had something that really impressed me. It had a water fountain system that connected to the entire mall's interior first floor, with major ponds established at where Hudson's Bay and one located at where Sporting Life, H&M, and Zara are located today. Then there's another water fountain I recall. It was located just below this escalator. Again, correct me if I am wrong. Unfortunately, I cannot locate a photo of this miniature water fountain. Finally, the Centerpoint Mall. Yes, there used to be a water fountain in the middle, but again, here's another water fountain I recalled. On screen on this YouTube short, circled in red, I remember there was a miniature water fountain there back in the very early 2000s, and sadly, I cannot locate a photo or video of this miniature water fountain. It's just another memory in my mind. So with everything I covered, hopefully you enjoyed some of the memories I had to share. Once again, I want to make things clear. Everything presented in this video is all in a positive manner. As someone who enjoyed the old mall architecture, I do respect the fact that malls are different today compared to what I grew up with. I am also aware not all of my viewers are from North America. So if you have any memories you want to share, along with any North American viewers from where you are and the malls and businesses you grew up with, I am open to seeing what all of you have to say. I do apologize if anything I recalled was incorrect. It really was difficult to locate media of certain things such as the bamboo water fountain at Sherry Gardens. Once again, my memory recalled there was a video, but sadly the video couldn't be located anymore. If you are new to my channel, I'm currently focused on making boundary videos along with commentary videos. My name is Dragon Actual, and thanks for watching. See you next time.